Right, live at 5. Let's just lift the light up so you can actually see what we're doing. Right, I think that's stable enough. Just center the camera. Right, live at 5. A little bit late as usual. Right, welcome back to Roberts & Co. Welcome back to London, a live jewellery making session. Tonight I'm going to make another. The last couple of days I've been making stock of these 9-carat 2x1mm D shape wedding bands. I've got a little bit of the wire left that we make this wire in house. This is 2mm wide by 1mm thick, so 50% profile. You know, put the perfect half round profile, exactly half round. Yeah, we make this in house. First of all, we pour an ingot. We then peen the ingot, put this through the rolling mills to make a piece of wire much like that. That's 18-carat yellow gold, but it'll end up like that. Once we get to that, we then put the wire through shaped draw plates, exactly like that. That is where it would have gone through. Down to the bottom of that, that actually only goes down to 3mm. We then put it through the 2mm one, take it down so it's just a little bit above 2x1, so we've got scope for polishing. And then, as we're going to do tonight, we then turn the wire into a handmade wedding band. So this is all I've got left. I need to make some more because there's more size I need, but this is about 80-90mm, but the end's a little bit chewed up from where it's been gripped by the draw tongs to put it through the draw plates. So I need a size Y, and I can definitely get a size, I need 70mm for a size Y, and I can definitely get that out of this. So let's turn on the YouTube copyright free music, cut the end off this, which you can then melt down for the next batch of 9-carat gold. Then we'll form it into a ring, stamp our maker's mark into it, our part of the hallmark. Round it off on a ring shank former, pickle it, and then we can size it using the ring sizers. Basically, how to make a handmade wedding band. So 70mm will make us size Y. I just mark where to cut with the side cutters, which also gives it sort of a little keyway for the saw blade to sit in, so we're not skating across the surface. There's a very fine blade in this frame, an 8/0 blade. So that will now be melted down with our next batch of 9-carat gold. Turn this down. Right, now I need to put our maker's mark in, the R&Co hallmarks. I'm going to do that while it's flat. We do have inside ring punches, the same size as this one, but easier to do it like this. And because we're using a ring shank former, not a hammer and a triplet to do most of the forming, it doesn't actually deform the mark. It's perfectly legible. We'll try and get it roughly in in the centre, well, it'll be in the centre, left and right, you know, width-wise, but just lengthwise, far away from the solder joint as possible, so sort of in the middle. There's no risk of filling the hallmark with solder. Slightly shallow at one end. It's better. Yeah, you can just relocate the punch as long as it's deep enough to start with. You can just relocate it and go again. I like doing lots of light taps because it doesn't bounce out. Right, now we need to round this off and use the Durst and ring shank former. Got the additional plastic dies in this, Del ring, quite hard plastic, and it doesn't mark the outside of the rings at all. The metal ones sort of burnish a little bit. I wouldn't go so far as to say they mark rings, but they do. At the bare minimum, burnish the surface, which you've got to get. Got to deal with. Right. Give you a little close up of what we've done so far. I'm going to line up the joint, solder it. There we go. Got the maker's mark in there. I'm just going to line up the joint using flat half round pliers. I also need to clean the surface off this handmade wire. It doesn't solder as easily as bullion dealer stock. It's almost like a surface tension on it. I also think I'm going to have to... I'm just going to clean up the surface a little bit with a cut for half round ring file, but I'm possibly going to have to run a file through this. Just going to run the 8/0 blade through. These larger rings are a real pain because it really has a tendency to, it's harder to to maintain tension in it, hold it together than smaller rings. Just wants to move. So I can go very lightly. So lightly I broke the saw blade. Right, let's get another 8/0. These are velour 8/0 blades I'm using. I quite like them, but they are obviously the most prone to breakage. I mean, it's not like the larger ones are not prone to breakage. Not my day with these things. Luckily, I'm only making one ring because they tend to go like that. I'll have a blade on the go for days, and then all of a sudden I'll rinse through the whole pack. And I'm not even trying to break them. I'm actually trying to go lightly. I'm still busting them. I think I might have actually gone through it, which is a bit of a pain because yeah, I had. And it actually broke on exiting. Using the half round side, even though this is pretty flat. So clean up the inside. You can solder this together. Right, flux using hard solder. So I've just put the solder beneath the joint because it's a really nice close fitting joint. It should be pulled up through using capillary action, and then I'll pick it up and we'll let gravity do its thing. Good. Right, let that clean off. Let's get the ring sizer ready. I'll need to clean the excess solder off the inside first of all. We'll then round it off using a triplet and a rawhide mallet, and then we can size it with the Italian ring size. I'll need to get the dies. I'll do that. Whoa, I forgot to get the dies. I can't get the dies while we're just waiting for that to clean off a little bit and pickle. So these are the dies for this Italian ring stretcher. Let's make sure that's in shot. So really need a little bit more pickling, I would imagine. Be a little bit dull, but that's probably long enough to get, well no, that is long enough to get the flux off the inside, which is the main thing. You can clean it once I've sized it. Give you a little close up of this freshly soldered. There's a little bit of excess solder. I'd prefer the excess solder to be on the outside rather than the inside, but most of it's on the inside, which I've got, because leaving it on the outside just gives the joint a little bit of extra stability when we're rounding it off. Extra strength. So we use the cut 4 inside ring to get that excess solder off. So I think I need to add more solder. There's like it's pulled to the front on one side. It's left a gap. It's like porosity on the inside, which I don't. It's on the inside, but if you look, it'll be noticeable on the inside. I could file it down to the point of the porosity, but I don't really want to do that either. It's easier just to I'll probably had just a fraction too little solder. It's kind of flowed unevenly, so here's the side. So the excess, most of the excess is actually on the inside, but then where it's on one side it's on the outside, but it hasn't flowed completely. On the inside. Just going to pull the solder, I'm going to get this up to temperature and then pull the solder through to the back using the heat. That's better. Yeah, I hadn't pulled it through to the back on one side. better. Right, round that off before I take all the solder off the outside. Just flip it over to prevent tapering it. Right, what size do we have now? Fractionally over a Y, which is good. And I mean fraction. I'm still going to take it up a touch. So it's just over the line. Actually, no, we can go, probably, I'll take that down to flatten it out and then go up and then go down. Let's just take the excess solder off the outside. See where they're set. Ring stick. It's getting bigger. I think it's getting rounder. I don't want to press it fully into this because it'll probably end up a size smaller. But it takes like quite a lot of force. But you've got to be careful not to give it too much oomph. Felt that moving. It should be slightly undersized. It's pretty much bang on now. Slightly under. Where's the dies? It's a fraction of a size out at the moment. I'm sure that'd be enough. So that's pretty good. Yeah, bang on the line both sides, so job done. I'm going to put that in the pickle for a bit longer. Obviously it will need cleaning and polishing, but it actually still needs, it's a little bit dull, it still does need, so you can see we're bang on the line on the Y there. Bang on the line there, and it's perfectly flat, straight. Which is the main, one of the main aims of using the ring stretch is actually to get it perfectly parallel. Right, that's the Y done, and that is us running out of stock of the D-shaped wire. I need to make some more. Right, thanks for watching, guys. Pretty straightforward, handmade. Well, straightforward in relative terms. In handmade jewellery terms, it's relatively straightforward. Handmade 9 yellow gold 2x1mm D-shaped wedding band. So I hope you enjoyed this little look at how we handmade wedding bands, and I will see you in the next video. Give you a final parting shot of that, which will probably be tomorrow. I need to make some long format videos, so I've got shorts. I've run out of shorts. And YouTube loves a short right now. Boom. Toodles.